Some of the issues that the new cop thriller Street Kings takes on, and Chris Evans plays a cop caught smack dab in the middle of it.
I'm not going home tonight, Tom.
Look, Paul, this thing you want, that you think you want, you don't want. You don't know who I am or what I want.
And we are very happy to have him here with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the early morning.
Thank you so much.
So must have been an amazing experience for you. Here you are. It's like male bonding. I mean, you got Keanu, Forrest Whitaker, Hugh Lowry. And
yeah, it was a little boys club on set. It was a lot of fun.
Was it nice not to have the pressure of, women around?
Yeah, it was just, dirty jokes and guns. It's tough to beat.
Yeah, that's really hard.
Yeah.
And then they get a paycheck at the end of the day
Yeah,
as well.
exactly.
So tell me about the firearm training. I mean, did you really get pretty intense with it?
Yeah, it was amazing. I'd never actually fired a gun before. It was my first time. I'd never even held a gun. Yeah, there it is right there.
Like a toy gun,
look at how
Cowboys
horrible
and
I look. I'm so uncomfortable with it.
No, you've got the arm
yeah, kind of.
Right?
Yeah, I'm pretending. Look at it, throwing me around.
Was it freaky?
Yeah, it was. It's definitely it's empowering. And the shotgun, that was pretty amazing. It really goes to show you really don't want to be facing one of those things ever.
Wow. So how many hours worth did you go? I mean, did you have drills aside from the gun stuff?
We probably went about 5 or 6 days total, spending about 6 hours each time. I mean, you really want to make sure you look comfortable with this. And
yeah.
It's an extension of your arm. Mm-hmm. So if you don't look natural, it'll be hard being a convincing cop.
And then the ride-alongs to boot.
Yeah.
So where did you go, and what kinds of situations?
Oh,
did you encounter?
we went to South Central. We sat along with a few cops, and they had some pretty crazy stories. We didn't really encounter much. They were off duty when we went with them, just to make sure there wouldn't be any problems with us.
Right.
But it's amazing the stories some of these guys had. You just see that these guys risk their lives every day.
And I understand that your nickname was Disco. Is that
yeah,
a reason?
that's right.
Is that because of your
that's
wonderful,
right. My dancing skills? No, absolutely not. Well, the character's name was Discant, and then Keanu, throughout the shooting, would just continue to continue to expand on the nicknames. I think there was a couple princesses even in there.
Really? So
yeah.
Disco's better than being called Princess,
yeah,
I guess,
absolutely.
in this case, right? All right, let's talk Fantastic Four. Is it rumors? Is the third one going to happen? Do you know?
Yeah, any rumors you guys hear is probably more than I've heard. I don't think we're doing a third. I'm pretty sure we're done with them. But yeah,
Would you want to do a third, or is it the type of thing that after a while it's time to put something to bed while it's still?
That's a good question. I think maybe at this point we may have had a bit long of a gap to try and jump back into a third. Normally, if we were going to do a third, we probably would have started on it by now. But I'm not against it. I had fun in those blue tights.
Yeah, and so did a lot of ladies. Speaking of, okay, you've been known to be on the most eligible bachelor list and all that stuff. Are you getting used to that kind of attention? Because you seem kind of like a low-key, soft-spoken kind of guy with the stuff.
Those are tricky questions. I don't know. It's that stuff. It's nice. It's flattering. It just gives my mother more magazines.
And being from Boston, I'm sure she's very happy about that.
Yes.
I had to announce that here because
I know.
Sorry, the Mets.
Oh, I'm a Pats fan. I'm a Pats fan. Are we all Giants fans here?
No. Yes, buddy. All right, so what were you doing during the Super Bowl?
Crying.
You were crying. Okay, good to know. So everybody here was yelling and screaming.
I was surrounded by Giants fans, too. It was horrible.
And you survived.
Barely.
That's good.
Barely.
Because you're Johnny Storm.
That's right.
So you can survive that stuff. Well, thank you so much for coming. It's
guys.
great to have you. And Street Kings opens on Friday. And coming up tomorrow, Rosie Perez will be here live.
The Pats, the Sox. Yeah, get back on 94.
Yeah,
right.
Let's go, Garnett.
Thanks a lot. All right, up next on the CW11 Morning News, get a fresh start in spring. See how we